Hello, Rebel Nation. This is the GRPC, the podcast where we'll give you a behind-the-scene listen on what's going on here at GR, listening about the people, the work, and the fun that we have at Gladbrook-Cranbrook Schools. This is our Christmas special. We will talk about all the things that have to do with Christmas, like cookies, Christmas music and decorations, and even the history of this wonderful holiday. We will also have a little segment on Wellness Wednesday and what some of the groups are doing for their community project. Now Nick will interview Helen about the ELF project.
All right. So, Helen, I am aware that you are a part of the ELF project here at the school. So can you tell us a little more about that?
So, this one kindergarten class draws pictures of elves and colors them, and then we get them. We get a colored copy, and then 2 black and white copies that we can use to cut out if we need to cut out the elf. And so we basically make the elf out of felt. We can use buttons, beads, whatever we need to make the buttons and the eyes. And then once we get them all done, we take them over to the kindergarten, give them to the kids, and then they love their elves.
All right. So who organized, I know you might have said this, but who really organized it and who are all the students that are a part of this?
So Ms. Rowe organized it. All the students that are in the class that is doing it is Amanda, Shelby, Alex Rogers, Ava, Lauren, Katie, Jasmine, and I think I said Ashlyn already.
Alrighty. Well, thank you.
Now it's time to determine one of the biggest debates in all of Christmas history. When to listen to Christmas music and when to take down and put up Christmas lights.
Alright. Now, we get the pump up music going.
I think we have to, Nick.
Alright. Alright guys, are we ready? We got the fun part of our project coming our way. It's part of the GR podcast special. I'm Nick, alongside here with Tom Smith and Helen Jean. We're going to talk about when to hang out Christmas lights and also to take them down.
And when to listen to Christmas music.
Alright, thank you, Helen. Alright, so I think we start off with Christmas music. Hey, if I go to my Christmas playlist on my iPhone, Helen can vouch, I don't have a Christmas playlist.
He does not.
That is just a terrible playlist to have. You need one song and one song only. Let's see if anyone you knows it.
All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey.
Only one you need!
Nah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That is a terrible song. He's not even real.
Don't care.
He isn't a real one.
Sorry for the viewers at home. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is not real. Let's just soak this song in.
I agree.
I keep dropping it.
Alan, taking this one. Alright, or you can have this one. I mean, honestly, or there is a 10-minute version with Taylor Swift. So you get a little Tay-Tay.
That could be a real Christmas special.
Yeah, and you get a little 10 minutes out of your way. Trip. Alright, that's our cameraman. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so Helen, what are your thoughts on this?
I say listen to Christmas music around, say, December 1st or December 2nd to Christmas. And then don't be like my brother and listen to Christmas music after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's just bad.
Yeah.
Or like when it starts November, Walmart's already playing Christmas music when I'm gonna go buy my cookies that I want to make?
For Thanksgiving.
No,
or you
no,
go,
I just want cookies. That's all I
Or
want.
you go to Walmart and get your stuff you want to get for Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay, but can we talk about how there is no songs for Thanksgiving? That is such an
I
underappreciated.
agree.
Agreed. Yeah, there is no song for Thanksgiving.
Okay, but also Christmas lights.
Christmas lights.
Christmas lights.
The day after Christmas is when they should be taken
They
down.
shouldn't be hung up in the first place, Nick.
Why is that?
Do you know the risk to reward ratio of hanging Christmas lights?
I could not say I do, Tom.
Do you know how many people get hurt each year trying to hang their Christmas lights?
I don't know, but I could imagine. That is such a wasteful time to do.
Most of the people that are hanging the Christmas lights are elderly anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one other thing is, yeah, it might be fun taking putting them up, but
Taking them down.
taking them down. Thank you, Helen. Helen knows.
Taking them down could be a hassle for the elderly.
Yeah.
Getting back up on that ladder.
So they just leave it, and like some people, they just leave it all up all year long. So they
Like
don't have to-
like rednecks. Rednecks leave their Christmas lights up all year round.
Yeah.
At this time, we're going to listen to Trip tell you all about the history of Christmas and what makes it such a great holiday.
For 2 millennia, people around the world have been observing it with traditions and practices that are both religious and secular in nature. Christians celebrate Christmas Day as an anniversary of the birth of Jesus of Nazareth, a spiritual leader whose teachings form the basis of their religion. Popular customs include exchanging gifts, decorating Christmas trees, attending church, sharing meals with family and friends, and of course, waiting for Santa Claus to arrive.
The first thing you hear today is Ashlyn and Madison talking about the best way to make Christmas cookies.
Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron.
Who?
Byron.
Who?
Byron. Welcome to our podcast about sugar cookies.
And all the best types of Christmas cookies.
We know you like cookies.
Including the frosting.
And the sprinkles.
And the shapes.
If you want a very moist cookie, put a piece of bread in the container.
Yes. After you bake the cookies, if you keep a slice of bread in the container, they will keep them nice and moist.
It would just be like a fresh cookie.
But before you even have to store the cookies, you have to think about making the cookies.
And frosting them.
And the best way to make cookies is after you have your
Is
dough
in the oven.
all assembled. After you have your dough all assembled, you have to roll it in powdered
To
sugar.
about a quarter of an inch thick. If you don't have cookie cutters, you can make your own with using a knife.
What? Yeah,
Make a
so
nice snowman.
anyways, rolling them in powdered sugar instead of flour, make sure that they won't get them floured down.
Dry, nasty.
Nasty and
And then when you bake them, crumbly, you want to
take them out a bit earlier, and then they will continue to bake on the pan,
yeah.
and that will get you
And
these
you need
nice,
to let them,
delicious
you need to
cookies.
let them dry, not dry, cool completely before frosting them. Otherwise, your frosting will melt. And
Yeah,
it'll
and
look
then
like-
your reindeers or gingerbread man or anything like that,
will look like they
dead.
dead. If you want to make a powdered sugar frosting, you mix 1 part powdered sugar to half part water or milk.
Usually milk, water would be kind of gross. That's like making hot cocoa with water
I
instead
do
of milk.
that. I use water.
That's probably why your
With
cookies
frosting?
taste like crap.
No, hot chocolate.
Oh. That's probably why your hot
If
chocolate
you
tastes
want
like
to
crap.
use buttercream, you need butter and powdered sugar and vanilla, and then you can color it to whatever color you want. And then if you're using sprinkles, sprinkle the sprinkles on when the frosting's still wet, otherwise they'll roll off. Look like Abby going down the basketball court.
This is
Fucking-
why I don't play anymore. This is why I don't play anymore.
And then after the frosting dries, you can hand them out to people and eat them. But we don't like people, so just eat them yourself.
Yeah. Go for it right
Okay.
now.
Bye.
Do my hair trip.
We are going to change the topic a little bit now, as we are going to start talking about Wellness Wednesday and the community projects that each group at the school is participating in.
Hi, I'm now here with Mr. Hamilton asking about his Wellness Wednesday project. So what are you guys doing for your group?
So our group, this is a really self-independent kind of group. So our group and Mrs. Nelson's group and Mr. Kabir's group are planning a clothing drive. And so we're down here today. If you donated clothing today, you get a nice glass of homemade hot chocolate made with the Hamilton secret recipe that's been my family lineage for the last 500 years.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Now, how is your project helping our community and even other communities?
I feel like in our community, there's always, and we talk about small town Iowa communities in general.
Right.
Okay. I feel like a clothing drive is something that we get once in a while. But for this, the clothes that are being used are going to places that will hopefully be visited by people that will use them. It's not just going to Goodwill. It's not just going somewhere to like a thrift store or a secondary store. It's going to places that people in our community use.
Right. We appreciate you doing this project. Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We are now in Mr. Fisher's room for Wellness Wednesday, talking to Logan. Logan, can you tell me a little bit about what's going on in this Wellness Wednesday group?
Well, I haven't been here very long, but I think we're making tic-tac-toe boards.
Who are these tic-tac-toe boards for?
I think we're going to take them to the nursing home.
And is that helping our community?
Yes, it's giving the elderly people at the nursing home something to do.
Awesome, Logan. Thanks for talking to me.
What is this Wellness Wednesday group for?
This Wellness Wednesday group is to help others in our community and keep them safe.
What did your group do for this project?
Our group collected blankets for the animal shelters.
How did you guys accomplish this task?
We started off making posters and hung them around the school. We then put 2 boxes by the office. To spread the word, we sent out an email to the school district.
How did this project go?
It went very well. We got lots of blankets to donate, and by the end of the day, everyone in the group felt helpful and accomplished.
What are you doing for your community project?
We are making cards for every teacher in the Gladbrook-Rhinebeck High School.
Why did you choose cards?
We chose cards to make all the teachers feel special, wish them a happy holidays, and make them feel appreciated.
And why do you think this is important?
I think this is important because all the teachers need to know that we love them and they're great to us, so we need to show appreciation to them. I'm here with Isaac Clark. Why do you think that it is important that we write letters to teachers?
To give back to them for everything they've done for us.
All right.